it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you shortly. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they're available. And leave a comment on the comment section if you'd like. We'd love to hear from you there. And we'd love to hear from you on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can send us an inbox there, comment the things you see. And of course, as always, follow us there. And if you'd like to email us as well, it's paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or solo artist that want to be on the show, send us an email and we'll show you how to do that. But we love fan mail as well, so if you're just simply a fan, go ahead and email us at that same email address and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Arlington, Washington today, we have Michael Crawford, very awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that in a second, but first here's a quick word from Galtar, the guitar made specifically for women. So don't go away, we'll be right back.
Ready in 5.
Darling, when nothing else seems to match up. Galtar, the musical apparel that fits any outfit. Galtar, bringing heaven to earth, one gal at a time. GaltarHeaven.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Arlington, Washington today, we have Michael Crawford, and we're glad to have you here today, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here. Really glad.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't we start off by asking the usual question I ask around here. How did you get involved in music? I mean, if you always wanted to be an artist, maybe it goes deeper than that, but tell us in your own words.
Well, when I was younger, I played cello, so I had some experience with with the instruments, wind instruments, or I'm sorry, string instruments, cello. And I've always loved music. I've gone to concerts, and I've always been I just love music. And I had a job when I was doing the writing songs and stuff, but I was overseas. I had a chance to travel over to the Middle East and Europe, and I had a taste of different sounds of different instruments, which intrigued me even more. And so I just kind of kept that in my head, and as I returned home, and I just started writing, and and then I just decided to go ahead and try to get back into the instruments as I'm doing now when I do practice with a keyboard, and I have a guitar behind me, which my fingers seem to work better with a keyboard than the guitar, I noticed. But so I was really enriched by what I saw when I was overseas, and it's just a different taste, and then it just, where it just one instrument can make a big difference, so, and then I just started writing, and then I just started reaching out to some singers and stuff that I could work with, and lo and behold, I found a whole chap who did the road. And him and I just connected real well, and where I could I give him a lyric, and then I try to give him a melody, which he's much better than me in melody, but I try to do it my own, try to give him one with the lyric, and then we converse, we kind of collaborate back and forth on how it's going, and then I started working with him, and we've done, I think, like 50 songs, and quite a bit of them, and we just seem to click real well. And it really was kind of trial and error, because when I would reach out to musicians, or I'd reach out to singers in California and stuff, and I'd have a lyric, and sometimes they'd say, I don't feel it, I do feel it, I don't feel it, and then or I would help them. If they would give me a lyric and it was missing something, I would fill in for them. But that's how it all started.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite a story there, and I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. Hopefully, you'll have many years ahead of you. And why don't you tell us about some of the popular bands that really inspired you? I'm sure there's a few that come to mind.
Yeah, I've always I listened to a lot of well, the Rolling Stones. I'm really a Rolling Stones fan. I always liked the way Mick Jagger, Keith Richards wrote together. I think they're fantastic, and also Styx with Dennis DeYoung. And well, I have a kind of wide spectrum. I would listen to a lot of Willie Nelson for country, and some I'd be getting into some other country popular singers, and then brush over to OMD and kind of a different genre, and I just dabbled all over. And I guess OMD is a really good one. So I would just listen to what they sing and their message. And I think one song, Mike and the Mechanics, I listened to Living Years. I always thought that was fantastic, but I always thought the way I write, I could write something so powerful that it makes people think. That song was more of a life-changing event, how the lyric went. It was just, and it actually gave them a platinum. They didn't write it, somebody else did. But I just focus on the lyrics, and I look at how different ones are written, and different bands, and they're so different. It's amazing, the structure of a lyric and all that. And so I just kind of learn from them, and I just try to tap into the feelings of of a love song, like the road is. It's very moving. And I just love it. And I work with Chaz, and of course Chris, the producer of that, did his piece into it. The road was just gave it even a stronger human emotional aspect of the song with a synthesizer he put in there. Just really, really good stuff. So that's what I try to do. And I like thought-provoking lyrics, metaphorically written, and I love songs, and I just like to write in country rock too as well. And I just get inspiration from a lot of people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you did mention a couple of good bands there, like the Stones and Styx. I remember them from years ago, and they had some really great songs back then. And you just mentioned Chris Beery, and we want to thank him for
Yes.
on the show, and I'm sure he'll have many more for me ahead of time, or in the future, excuse me. So, but let me ask you something. This interview might be over, and they're watching the song and everything we're about to play, and they might say to themselves, how am I going to download your music, and how am I going to follow you on social media? Why don't you tell everybody how they can do that?
Okay, this particular the song "The Road" is actually on, and I will show this. It's actually on this CD. It's called "No Turning Back." Now, this is the version of just Chaz and I. It's an acoustic version. The version that you hear from what Chris has done is not. You could get it on, and that's actually on YouTube. And you could hear from YouTube mainly that particular song, that version with Chris and all three of us, and the original is off No Turning Back, and Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and like all of my songs that's Michael Crawford featuring Chaz Evans is on. You can find them all there. And so YouTube right now is the one that you're probably going to play with Chris, who did the producing of it, and then the very nice synth on it. It's just and I play that song at work, and everybody says it's such a beautiful song. Mm-hmm. And I think I give so much thanks to Chaz, as well as what I write and what I input with Chaz, and also what Chris did. Is just, it made the song very beautiful. And so I'm very pleased, and I just get so much comments from it.
Okay. Yeah, and it is a great song, and we're going to play that for you in just a minute. And be sure to check them out on all those streaming platforms and social media, excuse me. And I know he would really love you for that. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about On the Road? Is there like an inspiration of why you wrote the song, or?
Well, I just like I write lyrics. I just kind of have this. I'll have a word or have a line, and then I just kind of sit down, and it just all comes to my head. And that one, I was driving down actually for that one, like a country road, and that it was just I was in a really beautiful place, and I thought of a song and all in the environment around me, and then that's what inspired me to write this song. And if you'll see it in the lyrics, because and of course it's a love song, and I write love songs, and passionate and all that. So it's pretty good. I think it's good. It's a really good song.
Okay. Well, we'll be getting to that in a second, like I said. But before we get into that, want to thank you so much, Michael, for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. We'll have you back on sometime.
Oh, I'm always writing, always working. So that's great. I'd love to be back on the show. Thank you so much. This opportunity is so great. Thank you, Paul.
Okay. All right. Well, here it is, On the Road by Michael Crawford, and it begins right now.
Would I be calling you? Why would I want to speak with you? Why would I want to hold you? Because deep inside I love you. Because I love you. Because I need to hold you. I need to say I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. You said you wanted to be with me. You said you wanted to stay with me. You said you wanted to never leave me. I know deep inside you still love me. The road turns and you are there. The road can't end. I can't say I don't care. The road might turn again. I know you will still be there. It might have a few bumps, but I don't know where. Because I love you. Because I need to hold you. I need to say I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. You said never give up. I'll be waiting for you. You said never stop loving. I can't stop loving you. You said I can't take on more than I can chew. Never empty your heart. If you do, I'll be so blue. Because I love you. Because I need to hold you. I need to say I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. I see you on the road, wind blowing your long brown hair. I see your smile with your arms out, oh so fair. I stopped and listened. You said come if you dare. We said to each other, no regrets, no despair. I'm driving away and my heart feels heavy. I drive away slowly, just passing the levee. And I drive away in my old blue Chevy. Had to turn and come back, but my heart's so heavy. Because I love you. because I need to hold you. I need to say I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. Because I love you. Because I need to hold you. I need to say I love you. Yes, I do. I love you.